Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Humankind. Sorry there wasn't a video on Saturday. Yesterday I was just feeling horrible, having some stomach issues. I don't know if I had a stomach bug or if it was something I ate or just part of the normal stomach issues I have. As many of you guys know, I have been dealing with some stomach problems for a while now. I take prescription medicine for it, so maybe that was just kind of flaring up on me. But yeah, I did not feel good yesterday, so wasn't able to record any videos, unfortunately. And what we're going to do here is we're going to actually have a Monday episode. You know, we don't usually have one, but because we missed the Saturday video, I'll put out a Monday episode, but it's going to have to be shorter since I'm going to record it right after this one. And so it's going to be a shorter episode, but we will have a video on Monday. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump into today's episode where we should be entering the early modern era, though we do have to get this tech and one more so we can try and get that A star because we are just so behind on fame. And so I think it's going to be necessary. Yeah, let's go ahead and end our turn and get that new tech. I'm going to cut that in between turns there because that took quite a while. I've noticed that my first turn after turning the game on, it does take a little bit longer to process than usual. So we're going to cut that so you guys don't have to wait because that was a good solid minute or so. But yeah, we've got our craftsmanship tech researched. We're just doing that. I mean, we do need these. More than anything, we're doing this to try and get text done. And I think we're going to do this one as well for that same purpose. While we would prefer to have theology, it'd be more useful for us. We can get this in 3 turns, and that's all we're really trying to do is get that last star, guys. All right, so let's go ahead and look at these notifications here. Go through these and acknowledge that grown in population. And yes, this is about that mechanic that we talked about the previous episode. We'll kind of look at that here in a minute. Let's see what's going on with this new grievance. So she did attack us again. Okay, so let's go ahead and demand the money. We'd get a ton of money if we were to go to war with her and defeat her. She has attacked us here again. Very foolish. Last time the numbers looked like this as well, but she had a reinforcement army that we couldn't see. And so I'm thinking maybe this is the same situation here because but even then she was vastly outnumbered. I'm not seeing a reinforcement army here, guys. I really don't know what she's doing. Very strange. I haven't seen anything like this my whole time playing the game. I've never seen such silly attacks here. But let's get all of our units moved, and then I guess we'll do that battle where we'll just be wiping out a unit real quick. So this is the unit that is lost in sea. We can hover over this, and it shows us that your army takes damage from rough waters every turn until it is destroyed. So our transport units cannot survive in the sea for very long. It's pretty much one turn. You go into the sea, and then you get the lost at sea, and then the next turn you're destroyed. So you got to get him back into coastal territory. So where do we want him to go? Let's see where this army's taken off to, because I think they're still moving right now. We do have the money to upgrade these guys, by the way. So you might want to do that. But they're going to be taken off to over here. Remember, we're trying to merge with that army. So let's just go. We'll just go as far as we can, and then we'll land next turn. So let's let all these units move around here. So I still don't know what happened with this. Somebody said that it got destroyed, but it didn't because it said it was going to take them 6 turns to destroy it. So I'm not entirely sure how they were able to get around that. Yeah, because these are all cliffs here. Very curious. I'm not entirely sure how they did that. Let's go ahead and build the outpost probably in the same location that we built it before, which I think was right here where these ruins are. Yeah, so we're going to build it right there in that same location. Though it is stating that this here would be the best location. I think we did this one because of defensive purposes, perhaps. But that's where we're going to build it. Same place. That'll use up some of our influence. So this ship we're going to be exploring with. We're not going to go down this way. We're going to go across here. I want to see what's on this island here. Also, there is a scout at sea here from our enemy, and we're going to go chase it. And we're going to see if we can't get it destroyed. We always want to try and destroy her units whenever we can. So with these units, I think we will go ahead and upgrade this guy. So we'll have the Varangian Guard, because why not? I'm not sure how I feel about upgrading the crossbowmen with this army now, guys. Because we have had issues with the crossbowmen simply because, yeah, they do more damage. But because they are not they are a direct fire unit, they have to be able to fire on the unit without having anybody in front of them. They can't, like, fire at an arch like these guys can, like the bowmen can. And I was thinking that the musketmen were the first one that affected, but no, it's the crossbowmen, and that kind of reduces their utility because they can't be behind the infantry. So you got to find a way to like get them where they can't be attacked, but they can still fire. And you'll see that with the gun units as well, like the musketmen and the units that come after that. They have that same thing where they are a ranged unit, but they have to have direct fire. And so I'm not sure that I want to upgrade these guys, because it's really nice to have them behind the, behind the infantry units, and these units are also faster. They can move further. And finally, they have the move and fire ability. So they're just, they don't have the combat strength, but I don't know, man. I kind of feel like they might be better in certain ways, just because we can use them a little bit more in a more flexible manner. And I did not mean to move just those guys. So you got to move the whole entire army here. Had one guy selected, apparently. Constantinople is done with the construction of the research quarter, which this is going to be a research-heavy territory. So we're going to be building the research districts like all around here, I think. So let's go and get this one right there. It's going to get us 15 more research. And then we have an event about the Watery Grave 2. This is, of course, a follow-up to that event where we made the decision to send our soldiers out after this shipwreck rather than paying a professional to do it. Our soldiers did the Empire proud, exploring the wreck like seasoned pearl divers. Without their involvement, the professionals would have come away with the lion's share of the booty. And so we got 400 gold. If we had done the other option, we would have only got 150 gold. So you're getting quite a bit more by going with this route. So that's going to be helpful. I think that's the reason why we were able to upgrade those units. So all that's left is this battle, and to see what the hell happened here. I just expect that she's got reinforcements, but she doesn't. She just attacked us like this. I don't know what she's doing. She's like just absolutely desperate. It feels like this is out of anger or something. She's just so mad and frustrated at us. Maybe she felt because she had the high ground here, it was worth it. I don't know what she was thinking, honestly, guys. I think it's kind of foolish. We're going to put these guys here so they can take the brunt of the attack, because they're going to do so well against this here pikeman. We do want to keep the pikemen away from the horses, though, because they would do quite well against them. And then we'll put these guys here next to each other. Oops. These guys over here. And probably won't be able to shoot with them, but we'll put them right there for now. And then just put the horses in the back here. Again, should be a nice, easy battle. She's attacking that unit? Yeah. Making sure she can have that high ground. And it's a strong, this is a much stronger unit, so she was trying to avoid fighting that one. So we're going to go up on here so we have nice level ground. But before we do the attack, we'll bring these guys in so they get the bonus from having a friendly unit next to them. And they should be able to destroy them in one hit, because they're just that badass. Yeah, the Varangian guards are just fantastic. So nice, easy battle there. Again, not entirely sure what she was thinking on that front. It was kind of foolish. Now with this army, we don't have to get them sitting here, but they do keep on attacking us, so we kind of have to, I suppose. We'll keep them here for now. As far as like what we're doing war-wise, I'd prefer to get them wiped out first, the Tutens. I think that would be the better route to go. Get them defeated. It looks like we might have a tenant available as well, so that's exciting. We haven't had one of those in a while. We're way behind when it comes to religion. It's not really a focus of this campaign, so there might not be anything available. We have one available here. Did we? Yeah, we got the one, the tenant one, which was for us, the Smite Unbelievers. There actually is a tenant 2 available. There's 2 of them. I was worried there wouldn't be. So we have another war one, which is 10 plus war support on grievance trigger on relations, or undertake a pilgrimage, which will reduce the cost of enacting and canceling civics. I kind of feel like we should go for that one. Yeah, I think that would be the best one for us. Yeah, this is clearly better than this option right now. So we're going to get that. That's going to save us a lot of influence in the long run. Are there any 3s available? Looks like there are several. Okay, so we might get there. We'll have to see. Alright, so we got, yeah, our second tenant. I'm trying to chase this unit down. We should be able to battle them, but they're going to retreat more than likely. We'll try and attack them. Yep, they retreated as expected. Do we have any movement points left? We do not. Alright, so let's go and get this unit onto land. That takes all their movement points, of course. And then what we could do is go ahead and merge them there, but the horses have more movement points, so we're going to go past them. I think we're moving them over this way, but we're going to manually move them because I'm going to try and attack that unit if it goes on land. If it doesn't, then we'll attack it with this unit here. Shouldn't be able to retreat next time either. I think we said we were going to build a unit to protect this down here so that we can continue moving this unit wherever we are moving them, which I'm not entirely sure what I had planned on doing with them, but we are going to go and upgrade them to Varangian Guards. Increase that combat strength some. So we already have a unit here. We have a unit here. A very weak unit here, and we got more coming. We need to explore that because I really just don't know what's over there. So what we're going to do, since we have a unit coming, we'll do this next turn. We're going to move this horseman out. I don't want to leave him too weak. We'll move the horseman out to go explore this region just to see what's there and see if it connects with her territory. That'd be important to know. So yeah, this army would be invading this way, but I feel like we would need another army. And we have 2 up here, so you know what? We are going to send these guys over here. I'm going to go right there for now. Okay, so let's go and end our turn, right? Is that anything we needed to do? I don't think so. We're still waiting 2 turns before we move to the next era. Nobody else has moved to the next era, right? That'd be important to kind of pay attention to. I think it's just 1 country that so far has gone to early modern. This unit did not decide to go onto land, which was foolish because now we're going to destroy them with our ship. I guess if they went on land, we probably would have destroyed them.
Welcome.
That way as well.
Speak honestly with each other.
So they're trading for more resources. We need to look at their resources, see if we want to make any more trades there. We've been using our money to upgrade units though, so let me just see if there's any other units that need to be upgraded. These guys are healed now. Let's go ahead and just, we'll set them up to just station there for now. We have built the outpost here. Excellent. And remember, she doesn't have any just territory that's got an outpost and isn't attached to a city, so there's nothing we can invade without declaring war. But I suppose we'll keep this army here. I mean, I guess we can put them right. Oh, wait a minute. There's a unit down here that needs to be destroyed. Yes, we need to destroy that unit. So for right now, we'll go right here with the intention of trying to catch them and get them wiped out. But there's also something here to explore. A little science bonus. That would have been helpful to get since we're trying to get this attack finished up. 1 more turn. Let's go ahead and do this attack here. Again, nice, easy attack. They can't retreat. Now, remember, they can defend themselves. And he's, of course, going to get into terrain that would give him a bonus in that regard. But the combat strength is just nowhere in comparison to us, since we're an actual naval unit while it's just a transport unit. But you can see it's not bad. 9 combat strength, and then, of course, they're getting an additional 4. But yeah, not horrible, but wasn't even able to fire back. Alright, so the Tutens, I'm sure that they hate us, you would assume. They're just suspicious, actually. They're not as hate-filled as I thought they would be. Alright, so we're going to merge these guys here, get them back up to 6 units, and then we'll just have them come on over to this territory, I suppose. We do have another unit in our territory. We would be able to defeat them, so we'll go ahead and try that. I'm sure they're just going to retreat, but why not attack? Yeah, they'll go ahead and retreat. Get the hell out of my land, man. Cairo has finished up the construction of that harbor. So that is right here. And thus we can now build naval units there. But we might wait until we get that next tech here, because I think that's going to give us another naval unit that we can construct. So yeah, we'll just wait on that. And it's not like we don't have a ton of stuff to build here. Stability is low again. No infrastructure to build on that front, so we'd have to either get another garrison or the common quarter. I don't know if there's any good locations for the common quarter. Seems that they're saying this one's okay. I mean, that's only getting you 10. That's really not a lot. So basically, we don't have any good locations for common quarters. What I think we might end up doing here is just getting some infrastructure that won't cost us. So you can get 3 food on that harbor. That's really not much. Or the gold on the harbor. I think we might end up doing the charcoal kiln so we can get more production. We also need to get the stone walls. Don't have a lot of researchers right now, so, you know, up here. We could change that around, of course. We're really focused on trying to get our population up here in Cairo. We're up to 32 right now. That's not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I think what we'll end up doing here, guys, is going ahead and get more production. We'll do the charcoal kiln. And we haven't finished construction here as well. We haven't named this city yet. And one person proposed naming this city after the capital of whatever culture we select in the early modern. And I think that would be the best route to go. So that's what we're going to do. Also, we can get another stone ring. So we need to get one of those. Do we want to put it here or more closer? And we probably want to put it more closer over here. Like have Alexandria already has one. Could have Cairo build another one. Just kind of keep it in the center of our empire. That would always be an option as well. And I think that might be what we do. Or I could just make it so you have one in each. It does give a lot of stability, but I kind of want to give it to Cairo because Cairo has stability issues. In fact, as soon as we finish building that, we're going to build a stone ring in Cairo. I feel like we need another Varangian guard unit. So we're going to build that here. It's going to use up 2 of the population. Obviously, they do have some population shortages here that, we just got this city not that long ago. So what we'll do is we'll focus on the food a bit. Though I don't like that it's going to take 2 turns now to get that done, so maybe we'll just switch this up a little bit, see if I can't speed it up. Looks like we cannot. Yeah, unfortunately that wouldn't work. Alright, so we'll just put these into the food and just focus on growth here, especially to replace that population that we're about to lose by building another unit. So this is the turn here that we're going to be going into the early modern era now, because we just finished up the research of the foreign outpost. And, okay, there's nothing really there. I don't know if you guys hear that. We got some loud dogs barking in the background there. If you can't hear about that, sorry. So, chivalry is an option to get knights. It would improve our cav units by quite a bit. Other options, military architecture, but I think theology is our clear choice. I'm just seeing what's all available to us. I think we should go for theology. That'll get us 1 more city, so basically immediately gets us 10 plus influence since we're over the cap. And then we can also build those 2 infrastructure, or one of them is the infrastructure, the other one's, what do they call that? We got that signed star, which is the thing we're waiting on. The thing's down here at the bottom of the public ceremonies. Yeah, the other one is up here, public ceremony. Alright, so let's get all these units moved. Don't know where they went. Okay, they got kind of far. I don't think we're going to chase them down now. We know that there's a science thing over here. Or maybe a science thing. Might be money. Yes, got us some more science. Excellent. And more influence, which is always helpful. We're just going to sit up on this hill. Just station them on there. I'll have to take a look and see if we can get anything with that influence. But again, let's get all these units moved first. Go over and scout out her territory or whatever. Did we uncover this here? It looks like it is uncovered. So yeah, we'll just go this way. I guess we don't know what's over here. Yeah, there's really no reason to go up here unless you're just trying to like uncover what's on the coast there, which would be irrelevant once we invaded. These guys are close enough that we're going to go ahead and use the horsemen. We could also upgrade that guy to a Varangian guard. We're going to use the horseman. He's coming all the way over here to explore this territory for us. And yeah, these guys are close enough. I'm not too worried about it. I need to put somebody out there to grab that. Maybe put that horseman out there again, as we did before. So here in Alexandria, the stability is pretty low, especially after getting our unique district here. Let's see if there's any way for us to increase that. We have not got the public fountains yet, so I think that's what we're going to do. Get a nice 15 plus stability here. And we're not ending our turn because we're moving to the next era. So we have to pick which of these civilizations we want, which of these cultures we want. There's already one selected, but we're the second ones going into this age, so that's impressive. Now, I think it's because the other ones are holding off. No, they don't have the stars yet. We're the only one to have the stars. Despite being lower in fame, you can see that we're catching up, guys. We're in 4th place now, and so yeah, we're definitely catching up here. So yeah, let's go ahead and get another culture selected. I don't think it's dire enough to stay with Byzantines, and there's so many good choices here. You don't want to give up all the good stuff we're gonna get, and I think we're catching up. So we have 9 choices available to us, with the first being another merchant one, the Dutch. 1 plus money per population in all cities. That's incredibly helpful. Results in a ton of money, especially as you get later in the game and your cities get pretty large. Also, we got a unique district that will grant us more money. And then we have a unique ship. It's going to increase movement speed when starting its turn in an allied territory. Okay, so I don't know that we want to go for another merchant culture immediately. That'd be an option. So we can go for Korea here. I played with Korea in my last campaign. My last campaign, the up to this point and later was very much focused on Asian countries. I think I picked Asian countries in early modern industrial and in the contemporary. So it was a very kind of Asian themed campaign. And I played as Korea in that one. But 3+ science on all tile producing science. So very, very helpful. Their unique district is another science one, but also grants influence. And then they have a unique ship. So this would increase movement speed in battle and has bonus combat strength against adjacent targets. And you notice that it does require saltpeter or gunpowder. So I don't know if we have those available yet. We haven't even unlocked that tech that would show us those locations. So I don't even know if we'll have that. Hopefully we do. But yeah, that would be one option if we wanted to go for a more science-based culture. We got the Ming. So China here in the early modern era. And they're going to be focused more on influence. I have not been happy with our influence. It's not great in this campaign, guys. It's pretty low. So going for this would reduce the cost of enacting civics. Civics would be pretty cheap for us when you add that with our religious tenet we just got. Plus we're going to get influence for every territory. And then they have a unique district that grants influence and stability. And then they have the rocket cart for a unique unit. It's a heavy weapon. And it grants the suppression bonus, or the suppression penalty to whoever it attacks, meaning the targeted unit cannot move next turn and has reduced combat strength. It's pretty powerful. So that would be one choice. We got I don't know if this is the Mughals or Muggles, but basically the Mongols, the descendants of the Mongols, nomadic horsemen here in India, created an empire in India. And they are builders. The Imperial Magnificent modifier is the one we'd get for the rest of the game. 2% industry per number of territories and your sphere of influence on capital. Okay. I don't know how. Yeah, I mean, it really only helps the capital. You also get a unique district here, which is going to be focused on industry, granting some influence as well. And then they have another one of these elephant unique units. And it looks pretty good, as you'd expect it to be. The elephant units are often very good. There's a lot of elephant units, unique elephant units. We have the Ottomans, for the Ottoman Empire, the Turks. They have the supremacy of fire, negative 50% on heavy weapon industry costs, and +3 combat strength on heavy weapons. So your heavy weapons are going to be much better. But you notice that their unique district or unique unit is not a heavy weapon unit. It's the Janissaries, which give a siege mastery bonus, so bonus combat strength when participating in an assault or sortie. So yeah, you could get the Janissaries, a gunner unit, a unique gunner unit. Their unique district will grant faith and influence, and they're an expansionist empire. So I suppose that'd be a choice as well. None of these are really screaming out to me just yet. I kind of want to go for influence though, and I don't think the Ottomans are the best choice for that. I think so far from what we've seen, the Ming would be the best choice when it comes to influence. I really like their unique unit as well. We have the Poles. They are a military unit. So their bonus is that their districts are going to grant more fortification and also grant a little bit of stability, which just basically reduces the penalty that they have to stability. Unique building here is going to grant also more fortification strength and 3+ combat units. So it's a very defensive militarist country here. And their unique unit is the Winged Hussars, which are pretty good. But, I don't really think this is the route here, guys. We got the Spanish, another expansionist empire. Their bonus is going to be 3+ combat strength on units starting their turn in non-allied territory, which is typically where your units would start when you're at war. So most battles you're probably going to get a good 3+ combat strength, unless you're defending. Their unique building is going to grant some faith per population, a lot of faith overall. So if we wanted to focus more on faith, this would be the route to go. And the unit, the Conquistadors, generate additional money from winning battles and ransacking. I had one person suggest the Spanish, but I don't think we're going to go for them, guys. I'm not really sold on them out of all of these choices that we have. We have the Japanese, another empire focused on influence, getting 1+ influence per population. That would be so helpful. I'm really kind of wanting to go towards these guys now. Unique districts is going to get you faith and influence. You also get influence per adjacent mountain, so you're going to want to build these around mountains. And then we have the Samurai as the unique unit, and it's another unique unit that will be prevented from retreating. Okay, that's interesting. So it's an anti-cab unit, and so basically it would not be replacing the Virgin Guard. It would be replacing our hoplites, and so we'd be able to continue to have really good anti-cab units. And since we already have the Virgin Guard in the unit that can't retreat, you're essentially, it doesn't matter. that we have this. So I'm really kind of thinking about them or China for right now. Another good option would be the Venetians if we wanted to go with another merchant country. I think they might be better than the Dutch. They have 1+ money per number of trade routes, 2+ money per okay, so this is, you know, based on whether you're doing a naval trade route or a regular trade route. You get more money for the naval ones. And the unique district here is going to grant influence and money. And then they also have a unique ship, much higher combat strength when in coastal waters. Yeah, I don't think we're going to go for another merchant one because we just played as a merchant one. And I think the Venetians, if we were to, you know, I was saying they're better, but this 1+ money would be so helpful for populations. The Dutch would probably be better an option if we did go for a merchant. Could always go for a science-based one, but I'm really thinking we need influence right now, guys, because we have not had an influence country yet. Well, we have had a science one. I believe the Greeks were a science one, if I'm not mistaken. We could double check real quick, but I'm pretty sure they gave us a... Yeah, they gave us a science bonus here. So let's go for influence, guys, which leaves us with the two options of China, the Ming China, or Japan. And I'm kind of thinking we're going to go with Japan. My main issue with this is that we don't know that we're going to have that much gunpowder, guys. That requires a lot of gunpowder. Maybe we can trade for it if we can do a strategic trade deal, but yeah, we might not be able to build our unique unit, and so that's a risk. And frankly, I just feel like you're going to get far more influence with the Japanese bonus here, with the 1+ influence per population. I think you're going to get a lot more. So yeah, I think we're going to go with this. I think the Japanese make sense for us. I know some people were wanting us to go with a country that would have like some connection to the culture we previously played as. You know, for so in this case, the Byzantines, you could say the Venetians. That would make sense in that case because of the fact, you know, they're trading with Constantinople, or their role in helping bring down the Byzantine Empire, you know, temporarily, because they eventually came back. But, you know, during the time of the Latin Empire, during the Crusades, or, you know, the Spanish, you know, these would all make sense as far as, you know, theme-wise. And some people wanted me to kind of stay with the theme that we're going with, you know, because we did the Greeks and then we did Byzantine. The Greeks, you know, we had the Egyptians, and the Greeks kind of had you know, some connection to them through the Ptolemy dynasty and Alexander before them, you know, his conquest of Egypt. You know, we could stay with that theme here, but I don't want to limit us based on that, guys. I'd prefer to pick stuff that makes the most sense for us in the moment. So that's the reason why I'm going to go with the Japanese here. Though, just to kind of show you again the clothes and the differences in clothes. The Venetians look quite cool. With the Spanish, I think they have a similar look. Yeah, very similar look here with the Spanish. But with the Japanese, we're going to have a very different look. I'm digging it. So yeah, we're going to go with the Japanese, guys.
Geography, cartography, algebra, optics, astronomy. It's a time of discovery and exploration. But discoveries are not made solely by traders and adventurers. Those who explore with ships and caravans would go in circles without those who explore with pens and parchment. After all, who really needs an emperor to run an empire if you have a shogun?
All right, it's interesting because we had done everything that ended our turn and moved to the next turn. So yeah, we are now playing as the Japanese, a very different look for our cities. The Ghanaians have downgraded one of our treaties, and you know what? If we have any other treaties, we don't. I was gonna say, let's just downgrade them all, because clearly this relationship is not going to be repaired anytime soon. Now that we have moved to the other age and we've gotten the outpost, we can contact them and try and make peace here, try and propose a defusal, but we'd given up the chance to get all that money there, and frankly I'm not all that scared of her. I don't think she'll be able to beat the two armies that we have sitting up here guarding our borders with her, so I'm just not worried about her, guys. And so yeah, I don't think we'll do that. Now you can see that we are now able to see the saltpeter, and we have a source down here to take advantage of. We also have a source up here. Let me see if there's any more. looks like that is it. So we only have 2 sources, which means if we had picked China, we would not be able to build our unique units just based on the resources that we have. We would have had to trade for some. Or conquer some. That would be an option as well. Just looking to see if she has any. She needs to conquer these independent peoples, which she's been having issue with, in order to get some gunpowder. And that's pretty much all that we know of right now. There's just not much available. Now, we could always go and conquer them, I suppose. Get that copper, and then make sure she can't get gunpowder. But she could do it from trade, of course. But, yeah, we could swoop in here and take that from her. It'd be a very vulnerable situation, though, that she could easily attack. Or she could come over here and attack this one. So I don't know if that's the best route to go, even if it does result in us taking that. She doesn't have it yet, though. That's something to consider. So let's go and get all of our units moved. Again, we could go up this way, just uncover that, but I think it'd be better to go and start exploring down here. And remember, because we do have the limit on the how far these guys can go before they start taking damage here, we're gonna go ahead and stay right here for now, and then we'll go out next turn. Here in Cairo, we got that charcoal kiln constructed, and I think we're gonna do the stone rings next. I think that makes the most sense here. Now, where we're gonna put the stone rings, I could not tell you. We already have some up here on our little plateau. We're not gonna put any more up there. We're gonna put it somewhere else. So I think we're just gonna throw it over here somewhere. Remember, we don't really get anything from the tile after we build that, so we don't want to put it like in areas where we could be capitalizing on the tiles. So we did get the research quarter constructed here. Let's see what we want to get next. Could get higher production. Production's not bad here, though. Yeah, it's really not too shabby. In fact, let's go ahead and move one of these guys over to science. Get a little bit more science for us. Food, they're okay for now. We do have our unique district, which is gonna get us some influence if we can put it next to a mountain somewhere. Like right here, you're gonna get a lot of influence there. You're gonna get 17, so quite a bit more. Yeah, I mean it's surrounded by mountains, so it doesn't really get better than that. I think we're going to put it there, despite the fact that I prefer to have this be a science location. I think it just makes sense to get so much influence. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're just trying to step the influence up, guys. We're at 207 right now, so we're earning a lot more because of that modifier that we have here now with the 1+ influence per population. So we are getting a lot more influence. We need to see what all we can buy with our influence. As soon as we get all of our units moved, we're going to go through all this. And so let's see what we want to do. So Cairo, we want to add, I mean, we're sitting at 5 here. So you know what, I think we'll go with the cheaper route and add something to Alexandria or Constantinople. We could attach this one to Constantinople, and I think that might be the better option, actually. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Let's go and attach this one here. And that'll be our influence. And then the next thing that we get would be adding to Alexandria, which would likely be this one here. I think that's the one we're going to add to Alexandria. And then they can probably add this one here, I suppose. Or maybe, who knows what we'll conquer here. But either way, it's going to be 814 to add these guys. So 814 is what we're saving up for, and it won't take that long to get with our current rate here. Could have seen if there's anything to get with money. I know we have more units to upgrade, for sure. I think there's units maybe here. We'll go through our units and see if any of them need to be upgraded. Yeah, we'll go through them. The swordsman, we don't have the samurai, I should say. We do not have the upgrade for them yet, the tech. And again, we're having another turn that's taking a while. And they do slowly kind of take longer, you know, as you move through the ages and stuff, but usually they're pretty quick in this game. We can now claim a wonder. I forgot all about that. We just spent all that influence and we didn't get a wonder yet. Now that really didn't affect anything because I'm sure they claimed this as soon as they came into the age, and that was Machu Picchu, which I really like because, well, first of all, you can build it on top of a mountain. So that's always great, being able to construct it on a mountain. But another bonus here is that it's going to give all of your cities food equal to 50% of the food produced in Machu Picchu city. So you could take whatever city's like producing the most food, which will often be your capital, and then that will grant 50% of that to all the other cities in your empire. It can be better to put it in a city outside of your capital, so your capital gets that bonus. But yeah, it's a really good one. I like it. Well, it's kind of a bummer it's taken. This is St. Basil's Cathedral. This is a faith-based one. Also gets that extra stability, but it's mainly for faith. Got the Taj Mahal. This is a plus 50% for money on Calm City. That's only if you have the modifier. Otherwise, Taj Mahal is doing nothing. And just to kind of show you guys, we don't have Calm, I don't think, on any of our cities right now. And so, yeah, I don't think... I don't know that's the bonus you want to go for. I mean, I know you're getting the regular bonus no matter what, the stability, and then you get that fame, but yeah, I don't know that we want to go for that one, guys. The palace here grants the normal stability and fame, and then on city or outpost, you're getting plus 100 production towards any shared project, and then plus 5 industry. Yeah, I feel like the faith one might be what we want to go for here. The extra, the extra stability would be really nice, especially in the capital where we do have stability issues. And none of these are Japanese specific. None of them are for Japanese culture here. This is Turkey, or the Ottoman Empire specifically. It was built in Constantinople, actually, or Istanbul, as they called it. And so yeah, you could do that since you have a city already named that, I suppose. But as far as like thematic reasons, yeah, there's really nothing here that would warrant going for any of these. And so yeah, I think we'll just go for the cathedral and to get that bonuses. So we want to get that now, claim that wonder. And as far as where we're at, we're still sitting on 4th place, but we have got another star just in this age here. I'm not sure which one we had gotten. Let me just take a peek here. We got the militarist one, of course. Yeah. Okay. So as far as getting other ones, we're really just working on these two here. We are way behind with these. The problem is every time you move in the age, so whatever it costs to get those 3 stars for this age, when you move to the next age, you go to like the next star. So if you didn't get the 3 stars here, then you're behind. And if you didn't get any of them, then you're really, really behind, which makes it very difficult to catch up in stars on areas that you were already behind on. So you'll see the merchant one, like we're so far behind. Same with the ones for the influence. So they're very unlikely that we're going to get these unless we start really pumping out either one of these. And so we're having to kind of rely on the science and the militarist ones. That's where we're getting all our stars from. And then with the agrarian one, we're not too far behind on this one. So that helps. If we could add more territories, we could get there. And then the builder ones, we're pretty far behind on that one too. And so yeah, we're having some trouble getting the stars, guys. Again, largely because this campaign has been so military focused. I think that's the reason for it. I do want to see what's over here. Does he have any more movement points? Yeah, I don't know if we're going to need any units here. So for right now, we're just going to move them down here. She is located here in our territory. Remember, she can't attack us without declaring war, but yeah, she's all up in it. So yeah, we don't have the ability to upgrade anybody here just yet that we want to. We'll keep everybody as is. I suppose you could upgrade like one of these crossbowmen. I suppose that might make sense. We could easily defeat her. She's in our territory, so I assume she's going to retreat. Yeah, she doesn't have the retreat modifier, so yeah, she will be retreating more than likely. So yeah, we'll go and attack her with the expectation that she's not going to stay in this battle. She did stay. Oh, never mind. Okay, I was about to say, that was kind of foolish. She's about to lose those 4 units. She did retreat, though. Alright, so now that this guy has got a fresh turn, we're going to go ahead and move out into the ocean. And if we don't see any coastal territory here after we used all our movement points, yeah, we did. I mean, we could keep moving, but we don't know if we're going to find any coastal territory. So we do risk our units that they might die out there. We got the public fountain constructed. Excellent. We will be building this in the capital, the cathedral. St. Basil's Cathedral will be built in the capital, guys. Could help build the stone rings. I feel like the capital's got it. Cairo's got that. They can take care of it on their own. So as far as our unique district, the best location for it would probably be... Like, these are not mountains here. And you can't build right there, which would be a good one. I mean, I guess you can get... It's only 2 mountains, I think, is the best you can do. Yeah, because this is only 2 mountains, because that's not a mountain. Yeah, 2 mountains is the best you can do. And we have like 2 unique districts right here, so it just makes sense to put another one right at it. Like, we'd have Alexandria is like the perfect example of our unique districts. I know we have these two here, but yeah, just up along the river, it's just like we're just showcasing all of our unique districts here. So I feel like you got to put it right there, right? So yeah, let's go and get the next one to get the influence. Just trying to step up that influence production. So now that we've selected our culture, we can rename this city. I'm not sure what you guys want to name this, because the capital of the Edo Japanese was Edo. That's why they're calling it that. It was based in the city of Edo. However, Edo is Tokyo. It later became renamed Tokyo. So I don't know if you guys want to name this Edo because that's what it was called at the time, or name it Tokyo since that's the more known name, the more modern name. And I think it was some period in the 19th century. I'm not entirely sure the exact year. Second half of the 19th century, though, I believe, is when it was called Tokyo. So we could name it Tokyo, or we could call it Edo. It's whatever you guys want. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys prefer Tokyo, we'll change the name. But for right now, it's Edo. We do have to get something constructed here. So let's go and see what we want to do. Good God, that's going to take a lot of turns. Now, given they don't have the production of Cairo, this is probably going to have multiple cities working on this, I think. Yeah, more than likely we'll have to have multiple cities trying to get that constructed. Let's see what we want to get building here now, though, because we're not going to do that just yet. Could help to get more workers here, especially with that charcoal kiln, since we have 2 makers districts, I think. No, 3 makers quarters. So that would actually be pretty beneficial, the charcoal one. Yeah, that would result in us getting quite a bit more production. And it wouldn't cost us any stability to get it, so I think that's what we're going to do, guys. Just kind of step up the production here a bit. Maybe have them help out on building the new wonder in Cairo. Alright, so let's go to enter turn again. And I forgot to check to see if there's any more units to upgrade. That's something we're going to want to take a look at. And we have another grievance. Does she attack us again? She might have. She might have attacked us up here. Yeah, she did. With another silly attack. I am not sure what's going on with her. She seems kind of broken. It's just out of anger. But because we're in the next era here, we can now demand 1,600 for it, so we will. And yeah, if we defeat her in a war, we're going to get so much money. Yeah, I'm just not sure why she keeps on attacking us there. It's kind of strange. Let's get this guy coming up onto the mountain here, just trying to see what's all here. We do not have a land border with them over here, so we don't have to worry about that. And really, there's not much over here. Though this would have been a good location for the city. So we'll just go in and get them moving. Move back over here for the war, I guess. This unit needs a move. We could attack here, and we would be able to win all on our lonesome. I assume they're going to retreat here. Yeah, definitely retreated. Not surprising. He does have movement points again. We could go chasing them. I don't think we'll catch him, though. He's aggressive and angry. He wants to catch him. These guys are peaceful, so don't gotta worry about them, which is good, because it's an army of knights, which I don't really want to have to fight. That would be a tougher fight when it comes to independent peoples. They're now lost at sea. That means every turn they're going to start losing health. I believe the skilled navigator, that's the 20% health. So we can stay out at sea for a little while. But I really don't think that we're going to find anything here, guys. I think we should probably start moving back. Yeah, we'll go and start moving back, guys. We don't have any more movement points right now. So yeah, we definitely need to start going back to our coastal area here. Could attack again, and I suppose we will. Did they just retreat? No, this is a different army. So yeah, just attacking them, forcing her to retreat. And it's just reducing her war support, though she's getting getting more grievances, so it's still sitting at 100. We're both at 100 right now. So yeah, if we declare war on her, which I think we would be doing soon. Yeah, we're going to get these armies moving down here, and then we're going to invade. We're still waiting on an army, aren't we? Yeah, right there. There they are. So they're heading on over here. We're almost there, guys. And then we'll declare war on her. And we might change up the army composition here for these two as well. So let's just go and have them skip their turn for now. And then I guess we got to go do this battle real quick, which I'm just not sure what she's doing here. She's just like throwing away population, essentially. It's just very foolish. We're in the same situation here. let's go ahead and have... Yeah, we're going to want these guys here. Oh, we need to... Oh, damn it. I ended deployment. That was not wise. I didn't mean to hit that, guys. Alright, well, we're giving her an advantage. She needs one. She's desperate. So she was able to easily attack that horse unit and do a lot of damage to it because she was coming downhill and it was in a horrible position. Yeah, that was not what I wanted to do, guys. I just hit the wrong button. Alright, so let's get all these guys moving again. Yeah, just really kind of foolish that went down that way. Let me see if there's any way to fire at her from any of this territory. No, you have to go all the way around. You could do it in a turn though, so I suppose we will. Yeah, might as well because you can't shoot her in any of these locations. So yeah, we'll go up here. If she moves back to attack us, then you know we might be able to shoot at her. And I think we just go and end her turn. And end the round. I assume she'll attack and become very, very weak. Easy to destroy. And I never did take a look to see if she had any reinforcements. She doesn't. Yeah, she's just doing foolish attacks. She can't even figure out what to do. She's just lost here. Because she knows if she attacks anywhere, she's going to get destroyed. Up. What happened? Okay. Now they're attacking over this way. Again, attacking from uphill, so they do pretty well. Those are not the our better unit as well. So let's go and have him come up over here and attack her and destroy her. Could be a nice easy battle here. There we go. So we took more damage than we would have if I would have deployed my units, but yeah, I didn't get to do that because I accidentally clicked. Yeah, I meant to click into manual battle because I was trying to move the units around and they weren't moving. And so I was like, oh, I guess I didn't click manual battle yet. Because sometimes I'll do that. I'll try like placing my units and you know, I haven't clicked manual battle, so I can't actually place them yet. And I had already clicked manual battle, so that ended up ending the deployment. Sometimes it just kind of sticky, like it just doesn't you know, work when you click on things. We can't get this yet because we don't have gunpowder warfare. Should mention that. So we can't capitalize on these rare resources just yet. These strategic resources. All right, so we're gonna do one more turn here, guys. Maybe two. We'll see what happens this turn, how long it takes. Yeah, I think this will be the last one because I believe we'll be pretty close to being ready to declare war. And so that'll be the next episode. I've been meaning to spend this damn money and I keep forgetting. We need to do that. We got theology. And that's going to get us one more city cap, which we already have one more city. But that would let us get another city if we wanted to. And allow us to get this building here. As far as what we're going to get next, I mean, there's a lot of really good choices. Alchemy is going to take a bit longer, but that's a nice plus 10% science for that workshop. That'd be nice to have. Guilds would be an option. Build forest, reducing pollution. And you can get the saboteur unit, which those are pretty helpful. They're stealth units. Thus the enemy can't see them unless they're directly adjacent to them. We have the seafaring mastery. Give us another sea unit, the cog, which I want to say we have a cog, don't we? Isn't that the unit that we had gotten? There's chivalry, which would unlock the hamlet, which I don't really like the hamlets. I don't really find them as useful. They just give you one extra slot, maximum slot for all the positions. And I mean, if you're running out of slots, I guess it's helpful, but districts give you slots too, other districts. So this is going to cost the same amount of stability as any other district. And yes, it's giving you 4 slots while most other districts only give you 1. But I mean, it's also not giving you any other benefit. So yeah, I don't typically build the hamlets. So not excited about that. Tourney fields. We have other buildings that we haven't constructed that we need for this. This is level 2 training, so we don't even have level 1. But knights is helpful. Could get those. Military architecture allows us to absorb city, get the forts, and trebuchets, which would be great for taking cities. Might go with that one actually, guys. Armory is nice because you get that veterancy level for any units you build. But it would take 8 turns to get that. I'd prefer to go for one of these 6-turn ones. So let's go after military architecture. Another thing to consider is our unique unit. Centralized power. That's going to be here. And so if we want to go for that, then we have to get chivalry. I mean, I guess you could go for the furnace steel instead. This would unlock the gunpowder, though. That's the reason why we're going to go for this one. I know we want our unique unit here, guys. but we also want the gunpowder warfare. So yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and go for this one next. So we can unlock the use of our gunpowder. We'll figure out what we get next when we get there. All right, so we can attack these guys again, and they have already retreated, so they cannot retreat from this, so this will allow us to actually destroy them. And we're going to do a manual battle. It doesn't really matter where we deploy, I don't think. Yeah, not particularly. So let's just go into end deployment. And then just go and get this started. We'll be able to destroy each unit in one hit. And they do very minimal damage to us. I assume she'll come over here and attack. Maybe not. Maybe she'll just sit and defend. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, she just sat and defend. It's something you don't see often. I wonder if that patch made the AI more defensive. I don't know. I sure hope so, because that's one of their main weaknesses right now. So we won that battle. Excellent. Another army over here. An army of warriors. Okay. We're going to drive her off again, I suppose. So we'll go and attack here. Could have moved this army first. I felt like it didn't matter because they were going to retreat, which is exactly what they just did. We'll have these ones merge, but we're going to be changing these up next turn before we do the invasion. Kind of change up their composition here. Yeah. We could also go ahead and upgrade this guy, the swordsman, over to the Varangian Guard, so we'll go ahead and do that. Let me see if there's any other adjustments we want to make. Could always change one of those guys up to the crossbowmen. That would be an option as well. But I did say we're going to take a look at all our units, actually spend our money. I said it like 10 times and I never did it. So let's go ahead and just knock that out real quick. Make sure we upgrade anybody. It looks like we're good to go. Okay. So since we're good to go on that front, we can go and spend the money to either race something real quick, like to race, although you can't race this off. You have to use population to do that, which we're not going to. Yeah, I could always like race the construction of something, though it doesn't look like we have enough money for any of that. But I think the better option instead would be to try and trade
some common ground
here, see if we can't get some more goodies. As far as what we want to get, probably science. Yeah, I'm thinking science, all the food would be helpful too. Let me just see how much the other silver, it's expensive. 1026. There's also money, which is, you know, great, I suppose, but probably not what we need right now. Obsidian would be nice, I suppose, and it's a little bit cheaper as well. Not going for the food. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna do the food. I think we are gonna do obsidian. Let's get the cheapest of the obsidians, which looks like it was that one down here at the bottom. Yeah, we'll go ahead and trade for that one. We do have more money, so we can get another obsidian. Why not? So just get more obsidian. And then maybe what we might want to do, instead of relying completely on one country for trade, which is not wise, though I am curious if they would be willing to ally us. One problem with proposing an alliance with them, though, is the fact that they're doing really well on here. And thus, one ability, our only real ability to maybe supplant the people at the top might be to attack them. And we wouldn't be able to do that if we were allied with them. But we do need another trade partner. So what I'm thinking is maybe offering to only trade luxuries with these guys here. They do have luxuries and different ones to trade for. So I think that might be what we're going to do as soon as we have money. We don't have enough money right now. So we're going to wait so that we can take advantage of it as soon as a trade treaty opens up, if they even agree to it, which they very well might not. So you can see that we have taken 20% of our damage now. We're at 80 health. So we'll take another 20% damage this next turn, putting us at 60 health, and then we'll be able to get into this little coastal region here before we take any more damage, and we'll have to sit there and heal for a second. That is in our territory, right? Yeah. So we'll heal there for a couple turns. And this unit here is going to come back to join these armies. Yeah, I feel like we got enough armies up here. Now, we could be attacked from this direction. That's a risk, and there's nothing to defend here. We're going to have to just risk it, because we're going to bring these guys over here to join, this army here. So these guys are just going to skip their turn for now. Alright, so that is actually going to be the end of the episode. Next episode, we're going to declare war on her. She's still the Tutens, right? Yeah, so we're going to declare war on the Tutens, the Teutonic Order. Invade into her territory. This is her capital and very well might be her only city. Yeah, if all this is connected to the capital, which it very well probably is. I mean, we just don't know it's all over here. But this could be the end of their civilization with this war, which would be really good. I'd really like to not have to worry about the south anymore and focus solely on our northern enemies up here. Which you can see that the Aztecs have continued to advance down this way. I don't think he had this territory before, but he does now. So yeah, I'd love to be able to focus on this up here. So we're going to be attacking them next episode with 2 almost full-size armies. We'll be 2 full-size armies because we've got these 2 guys to join this one. We'll change up their composition a little bit to make it a little bit more equal. We're going to go ahead and end today's episode here. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you guys on the next one. And remember, that will be on Monday. We'll have a short Monday episode. So I do hope to see you on that one, and thanks for watching.